We have 12 children, and we're the #1 dance family in the world.
I started posting TikToks with my family in 2021, and we went viral. The negative comments bother me a little.
A lot.
No, depending on what it says. I hope he doesn't leave you because I have 6 and my husband left me.
Are they all yours? Is it the same mother and father?
Is it a daycare? Is it a class?
We've been together 16 years. We have 12 children, and we're the #1 dance family in the world.
Malachi, Junior, Janai, Trinity, Messiah, Josiah, Love, 7, Michael, Royal, Heavenly, and Hope. Did you always want to have 12 children?
No, I didn't always want to have 12 children. I always wanted children of my own because I had a tough life growing up, and I wanted to, just give someone a better life than what I had. When I got to child number 8, I was like, oh, that's a lot now. But then I didn't consider my wife wanted more. That's how we got to 12.
We met at a party. It was a house party in Brooklyn, New York. And I guess I was dancing pretty well because he came over and we battled.
When we battled the first time, I won.
That's not true. I'm making oatmeal for breakfast this morning.
There must be like quite a lot to cook for 14 people.
The children cook and they love to cook. Honestly, I really don't have an issue with like cooking all the time because they always want to cook.
I thank you for this food. In Jesus' name, amen. Hallelujah.
We spend $500 each week on groceries, roughly, give or take. Every other day, we'll go to the grocery store to buy groceries.
We're gonna be rehearsing the TikTok dance right now, so before we do it, we practice it a couple of times and then we record it. I started posting TikToks with my family in 2021 and in January, and we went viral, I would say like around April of 2021. My background in dancing is hip hop, and I also trained in ballet, modern, jazz, African Caribbean, salsa, and merengue.
Well, my background in dancing is a Brooklyn, New York born dance style called flexing.
How often do you dance together?
In the range of a week, maybe like 3 days out of the week. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me go. Let me go. Again. No, you're doing too much. It's only 2 steps. 1, 2. We probably get at least 1 good rehearsal in, and then the next day we record.
I would dance and I would be preparing for battles and things like that, and the kids would mimic my rounds. We started teaching our children footwork around 3. Right out the womb, to be honest.
I was just about to say.
I would stand them up and I would like move their feet.
Yes.
If I'm holding the baby's gonna dance.
Next up, we got Heavenly.
Go Heavenly Joy.
The reason why I like dancing is because I like making people happy. It brings me to my happy place, and I like dancing a lot.
The reason why I like dancing is because we have more dance moves and I can learn more flex and bomb breaks. I can learn new moves and new dance skills, and that's just a part of my heart. Every time we're like on stage and dancing, everyone cheers and everyone is excited to see us because we're a great family. The reason why I love dancing because people call me cute and I am.
What are the kinds of comments that you guys get on your social media videos?
Well, some of the comments that we get is, wow, such a large family. Are they all yours? Is it the same mother and father?
Is it a daycare? Is it a class? We definitely get a lot of stares when we're out in public. I was at a grocery store and I had a woman come up to me and tell me, oh, are you married? And I said, yes. And I was pregnant too. And I'm like, yes. Well, and she says, well, I hope he doesn't leave you because I have 6 and my husband left me. The negative comments bother me a little.
A lot.
Depending on what is said. Like, it's not possible for you to give attention to the kids. And that bothers me because, you know, I'm intentional with each and every one of them and even raising them.
We definitely get a whole lot of, I love you guys make me smile, can I live with you guys? And consistently coming back saying, can you adopt me,
Come on, you gotta fly this time. Come on.
How does it feel to be the oldest of 2?
Honestly, it's great, you know? You got some great kids most of the time. But yeah, it's just really fun.
What's your least favorite part about being older brother?
It's when they actually get me in trouble for no reason.
It feels like a lot of responsibility. And with great power comes great responsibility.
That's what's up.
I thought it was gonna be bad because there were so many people around me, and I thought Yasu wouldn't be able to get to each and every one of us and know us personally, but y'all did a good job with that.
So you're a part of the Storm family, huh?
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about that?
My brothers and sisters.
Okay, what's your least favorite?
Eating kale.
Eating kale.
What is the best thing about dance?
It keeps us together. It keeps us moving at one beat.
The ultimate dream and goal for us as a family of 14 who loves to dance is to travel the world in our 15-passenger van, do a lot of meet and greets, and perform for everyone.
We actors, we're dancers, we're models. I want to do a whole production with just the Storm family all over the world at the biggest arenas everywhere.
I have 8 beautiful boys expecting another. They're never alone. They're always together, and I think that's one thing that they all enjoy. They love it. So when we bring up having more children, they're always excited and happy.
If money and your health wasn't a problem, how many kids would you have?
20. Me, I would.
Yeah, if money and health wasn't an issue, he would have 20 kids. He really would. Today we're going to do a gender reveal.
We trying to go for a girl.
So we're gonna figure out what baby number 9 is. You guys ready? Yeah. Go.
Yeah. You want to get some more kids on the bed? How many kids can we put on this bed? Cool.
1, 2, 3. Apple.
Oh. So Mom, explain the sleeping situation.
The boys usually have triple bunks up. So it's like 3 to a room. And then, of course, the baby sleeps in the co-sleeper in the room with us. And in the mornings, everybody jump out of bed. Normal routine, brush teeth, get dressed. It's usually pretty smooth sailing.
Do you run through your children by name?
Okay, Jamel,
Michael,
Angelo,
G-Mani,
Armani,
Sincere,
Kaza.
and the expecting baby. We always wanted 10 kids.
I grew up in a house with 4 sisters, so I always wanted a big family.
Yes, and I'm the oldest of 7 children, so I'm used to the big family life. They're never alone. They're always together, and I think that's one thing that they all enjoy. They love it. So when we bring up having more children, they're always excited and happy. So in the mornings, we usually do a dozen of eggs, and they eat some pancake sausages, and that's what the younger kids eat because they're picky. Believe it or not, I only go to the grocery store once a week, and we usually spend about $400 a week. My biggest challenge is managing all the extra laundry and the housework. That's the biggest challenge for me, I would say. You want an X, Chulo? But especially as they get older, it's like it gets easier, and they become great helpers too. I don't have to ask them or bag them. They voluntarily do it, and it's just been amazing. They're awesome. I do believe them having that family togetherness helps a lot.
If money and your health wasn't a problem, how many kids would you have?
20. Me, I would.
Yeah, if money and health wasn't an issue, he would have 20 kids. He really would. He loves children. I mean, I'm great with the idea of 10 to 12 kids as long as my health is great.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I do not like being pregnant. Yeah, I get severely sick. I puke nonstop all day long. It doesn't stop, last the whole 9 months until you actually push the baby out. If he could carry babies, I would surely let him finish off carrying the rest of the babies, so that would be awesome.
Do they know what a gender reveal is?
We actually have did a few in the past, so yeah, they do know. They know.
Why do you want a boy?
So we can like keep going up with our brothers and stuff. So we help each other and stuff more.
I think they just don't know what to expect if it was a girl. I think I don't know what I would expect either, but yeah, I think it's just like the unexpected for them. So they're like, let's have another boy.
I want a boy.
I want a boy.
I want a girl. I want a girl. I want a girl.
Today we're going to do a gender reveal.
We trying to go for a girl.
If I was going to Las Vegas, I'll be betting on blue for sure. Okay, you guys, so we're gonna figure out what baby number 9 is. Okay, so we're going to count to 3, and on 3 we're gonna pop up and see.
He can look.
3.
Look, Chulo.
2.
Look at
1.
the boy,
Go.
It's a boy.
So are you just gonna keep going until you get daughters?
That's how I want it.
I mean, I'm not gonna be able to keep having children. It's all within my health.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Baby boy. You got baby boy coming. You're not gonna be the little baby no more. You gotta be a big brother.
Yeah, hey. I love having a big family though. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Literally, it's never a dull moment. And everywhere we go, we get great behavior compliments. They're great children. I do believe them having that family togetherness helps a lot. I'm very excited. I never thought that this would be the life that I actually led.
I have 11 children. Honestly, I would like to have 6 more. So I color code my kids. I mean, their clothes, their toys, their bed sheets, everything. Anything that I can get in their color, I will. Oh my goodness, I receive a lot of negative comments regarding my family. They'll say things like, you know, all the same dad? Do you know what causes that? Or do you own a TV? We're going to go to the park to meet with my sister. The last visit was very brief. I hadn't seen her in years. My sister doesn't think I should have any more kids.
How would you feel if she had more children?
I think it would drive me crazy.
I've spent probably about 8.5 years of my life pregnant. So there's Victoria, Andrew, Adam, Mara, Dash, Darla, Marvelous, Martalia, Amelia, Delilah, and Donovan. Like, it's very hectic sometimes.
Living in a large family like this, it's like pretty loud. Especially since some of their sleep schedules is off, so it's kind of loud all the time.
How do your friends react when they come over?
I usually bring them into my room so it's not as much of all the little kids trying to climb on them and stuff. It's like being at a party but without music.
The color coding system is incorporated into almost everything. Anything that I can find in their color, I'll buy. Their clothes, their toys, their sheets, towels, toothbrushes. Did I already say cups and plates? I don't know, just everything. And it's almost obsessive. When I first started having kids, obviously I only had one, and it was Victoria, and because she was a girl, I just bought her a lot of pink, you know. When I had a boy, well, you know, boys wear a lot of blues. And then when I had Adam, he really loved frogs and turtles and alligators, so like yours was green, he loved green. That was when I realized that I really liked the color coding. That was, what, 13 years ago. The kids love the color coding, and they always say that they just feel like it suits them so perfectly. We're going to go to the park to meet with my sister. The last visit was very brief, and I hadn't seen her in years. Well, my sister's name is Diana. She was the only sister I had growing up. My mom only had 2 kids, and so she always tries to give me advice that I don't listen to. Honestly, she told me that I should stop having kids a long time ago, and I couldn't. I mean, I just love growing my family. Oh my goodness, I receive a lot of negative comments regarding my family. They'll say things like, you know, all the same dad? Do you know what causes that? Or, do you own a TV? Stop sucking your thumb. When people question my parenting, I kind of want to hand them a mirror so that they can look at themselves, because I don't think anyone's a perfect parent.
I feel like when people see us in public, a lot of times they start counting.
So for me, social media is, in a way, it's like an outlet. I really like sharing my family. I think that it's good in a way, like to raise awareness. Because there are so many people who think all these negative things, like there's no way you can meet the emotional needs of 11 kids, but I can. Let me show you.
Okay, so I'm gonna be 100% honest here, and I cannot point out every single one and name them. That's the honest truth. So Victoria, Andrew, Adam, Mara, Dash, and then that's when it starts getting confusing. But I think I lose track of them as they get smaller because we've been apart these last 5 years. And all these ones are, you know, within the last 5-6 years.
It's hard living in different states with pretty much the only family I have. She loves the kids, but she has said many times that I should stop having them.
What do you think about your sister having this many children?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so first it was like, you know, only a couple. And I was like, okay, that's enough. You know, I was like, okay, I think we're done. 3 is good. And she was like, well, maybe. And I'm like, no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And she did it.
I did it.
She did it.
I did it. Do you worry about Veronica's health or finances with this many children, or any future children she might want to have?
Healthy, yes. Very concerned about her health. Just recently, she had to have surgery and get one of her kidneys removed. That kind of stuff is important to kind of keep your body in shape to bear children, you know?
How would you feel if she had more children?
I think it would drive me crazy. but I honestly, I love my nieces and nephews. So I mean, the more the merrier, but I would object to any more for health reasons only. I love you.
I would say it's a bit crazy here sometimes. And, you know, I recognize that color coding and, you know, having a big family like this is a little crazy, so I just want people to know that, you know, just because I have a lot of kids doesn't mean that, you know, I have some weird motive like wanting assistance or something like that.
Do you have plans for any more kids?
I shouldn't. I'm really on the fence. Part of me is like, you're done, you're good. And then the other part of me is like, no, there's 3 more, no, 6 more, 6 more, 6 more. No, I don't need any more, no, 6 more, 6 more, no more. So I feel like I'm just gonna sort of see what happens and let nature decide.
I'm pulling my children out of the negative things of the world. We chose to quit doing vaccinations for our children. I would not let my children get vaccinated towards the coronavirus. If you look at what's happening in America right now, it's not getting better. It's not that I don't trust people, it's just that I don't trust people.
This is the Smythe family. Kip and Carrie and their 7 children.
It goes from Caleb to Joshua to Nathan to Esther to Joseph to Naomi, then to Abigail.
They are all living off-grid on 20 acres in the Ozarks of Missouri. So how did the Smythes come to live this way?
If you look at the culture in America and what's happening in America right now, the kind of craziness, it's not getting better. Society. It's not that I don't trust people, it's just that I don't trust people. Because people are people. There's no way around it. I'm pulling my children out of the world as much as possible, but that's out of the negative things of the world.
About 10 years ago, got a real desire in my heart, Kip and I both did, to begin homesteading, growing our own food. And that led us on a journey that ended up here.
You guys ever eat junk food?
Junk food?
And it's not just their own food that they grow. They also grow their own herbal remedies.
We do more of a preventative approach. So we do a lot of herbs, essential oils, and good nutrition. None of our children have ever had to take antibiotics, which is a big blessing. We stopped vaccinations after our 3rd child because he had a very severe reaction. Became very ill.
My wife started scratching her head saying, hey, this seems to be kind of a consistent thing for our children.
We didn't feel it was safe any longer to give them the vaccinations. And there's a lot of controversy on that. I understand it was not an easy decision for us to make, but we feel it was right for us.
Would you get a coronavirus vaccine?
No, I would not get a coronavirus vaccine. And I would not let my children get vaccinated towards the coronavirus.
And I assume you don't get a flu shot either?
Correct.
Although Kip and Carrie's decision not to vaccinate their children is against US government advice, they have been promoting their way of living online.
So what are you up to in the garden, honey?
We are getting this bed that we just cleared of sweet potatoes ready for some fall crops.
Just under 3 years ago, we started a YouTube channel and showing our journey.
Because of living this way of life so different, maybe we'd be able to encourage others.
All of these things make life quite a bit different here. You know, our kids get up in the morning, they do their morning chores. Good morning, crew. Y'all raring to go? And then it's off to the schooling, homeschooling.
Most of their time is not at the table, and they're learning in lots of different other ways. So they could be sitting down with their buddy. The 3 older children have the 3 younger children as their buddies, and so they spend time doing things together.
What are the things that you guys feel maybe other kids aren't getting that you guys are?
A lot of real life facts and problem solving in the real life world instead of just at a desk. Yeah, lots of animal husbandry stuff, stroking and fencing.
I think that in the public school system there are a lot of facts being fed to the children, a lot of times geared toward testing. There's other things that are more important, having the wisdom to take what you know and use it in life in a beneficial way.
I want to give my children all the tools I can give them to pursue their passions. And public school just doesn't cater to that.
But not everyone has the same view as Kip and Carrie when it comes to schooling and bringing up their children.
No matter what lifestyle you live, no matter what beliefs you have, what kind of religion, you're gonna have haters if you put yourself out in the public, no matter what. They ask a lot of questions about homeschooling. And, well, how are you socializing your children? You're so removed from the whole rest of society. When I went to school, I was getting into trouble, encouraging my friends to get into trouble. So do I want my children being influenced by one of me when I was that age? No, I don't. I really don't.
You do realize, like, this is your parents made a decision to live like this. What do you think about their decision?
I think it's a good one. And it's also how I want to live when I grow up. is teaching me how to do that. And it gives me a lot of freedom to do what I love.
With their children's passions and freedom being one of the main drives for Kip and Carrie's way of parenting and living, how would they react if one or all of them wanted to make a more conventional lifestyle for themselves?
If they want to pursue the normal American lifestyle, go into the city, get the job and all that, I wouldn't force them to stay here. I would let them do that. I would be hurt in my heart, but I wouldn't force them. My oldest son, is pursuing web design and things like that. He didn't get that from me, I'll tell you that for sure. But it's something that really interests him. He has this creativeness about him. I'm trying to empower him to do that, to pursue that.
Well, everyone has a choice to make how they're going to live their life. And thankfully, we still have the freedom to make those choices. I wouldn't put my way of life on anyone if it wasn't their choice, but I wouldn't change either.